I'll find that radio. No worries. Waste no time.
Is it attacking already?
For now, he's only released a Cyclops, as they call it.
The hell does he think?
It's floating majestically, 3 meters above the ground.
That's one more thing, Yasna. This is important. I'll be able to confirm it in a while, but so far everything indicates...
What is it, Astrogator?
Headquarters were right about the Invincible. It's actually flying here. If I'm reading the message correctly, they'll be in a few days. They're looking for the missing condor. I have no idea of the danger. In other words, it solves the mystery of why they're coming here. They're on a rescue mission.
After all. In vain. The elevator won't start without a card. I can't give you mine, so...
Hey, are you sure you can't help me somehow?
What are you muttering? I can't hear you clearly.
Rahitra, come on, don't be silly!
Over and out.
Rahitra? Ugh. It's a one-way trip. whether you like it or not. I'm coming to you, Rahitra. Okay. Not quite at the bridge yet, but I'm getting closer. Much closer, Rahitra. It must be the medical wing. Surprisingly, everything's still running. Was Rahitra here? Someone tried to eat soap. This soporific could be useful, although I prefer not to have to use it. He couldn't get out. Poor bastard. Different sections. Different elevator cards. They really overdo it with the security measures around here.
So, you made it. Quicker than I thought. Let me invite you to the bridge, I suppose.
Were you deliberately trying to slow me down?
I didn't design these elevators, if that's what you're asking.
No, that's not it. You can clearly control them, but... Never mind.
Dirac field, ready to activate. Spherical thrower. Anti...
Rahitra!
Now that you're here, why don't you help me?
With what?
With the probes. They're over the battlefield. I do have visuals from the Cyclops here, but I can't do everything on my own. Oh, wait. Activity's increasing. They're coming. Are you helping or not? Come on, Yasna. It's about to start.
All right. Have it your way. Okay, I'm ready. What am I looking at?
It'll be... number 5, a long-range one. It sees the entire perimeter. Better switch to a closer one.
There's the Cyclops.
Great. Force field activation.
I confirm. Field active. The cloud's within reach.
I'm shooting.
The close range is dead.
No wonder. It's boiling over there.
The field is shrinking.
Calm down, Yasna. It will hold.
Whoa!
Oh, beautiful. It's not a machine, it's the devil himself. I'm telling you. Shit! I'm losing connection. Do you see anything?
They're creating a tight formation. A cyclone.
Fucking shit!
That can't be good, right? What was that?
You tell me. Can't you see anything?
The mid-range is dead.
How about the long range?
The long range works. The cloud has stopped attacking. The Cyclops is... Huh?
What is it doing? What did you see? Yasna!
The cloud won.
What? You said...
Don't count on the Cyclops anymore. Circuits must have gone haywire. It shot down the probes. Now it's probably operating with a new goal. Like all those machines earlier.
I don't understand. How? This is pure madness.
Hey, at least we still have the Invincible.
Don't mock me.
I'm not mocking you, Rahitra. They really are flying here. They'll be here in about... Just hold on for a moment. I'll find out.
Are you there? This is the commander of the IC Dragonfly unit.
Astrogator, this is Yasna. I managed to get to the Condor's bridge. Rahitra and I led the attack on the cloud. But the Cyclops...
Failed?
Worse. The Cyclops got out of control, knocked down the probes.
I had a feeling it would end like this. Do you know what Rahitra is planning now?
I have no idea.
Well, then I need to talk to him.
You, sir?
Yes. Can you switch me somehow?
Okay. I'm switching you to the bridge. He should be able to hear you now. Done. Please talk.
Hello, Condor. This is Astrogator Novik, commander of the IC Dragonfly ship. I repeat, this is Astrogator Novik to the crew of the USCA Condor cruiser. Please come in.
Could you stop with all these? Rahitra, Engineer Rahitra. Among our crew, I'm the last man standing, so to speak, which I guess makes me commander. Who would have thought?
In that case, I'm making an official request to join our forces, to prevent the danger that threatens both sides.
Oh, enough, Novik. That's enough. I agree, officially and all that jazz. We're already taking steps to eliminate the threat. I'd even say that your crew is working on it pretty damn actively. We stopped playing defense and took the fight to them. The Cloud suffered significant losses.
Playing defense sounds a lot better than we're getting our asses kicked.
Doctor, not now, please.
No, it's true. Fighting against the Cloud is exceptionally difficult. But any opponent can be defeated. All it takes is the right tool.
Meaning what exactly? Let me remind you that we're dealing with a dispersed entity whose technological prowess is still unknown. And it has so far destabilized every machine sent its way. Even the most specialized ones.
That's why I'll keep it simple this time. No electro brains, no memory, only
What? A nuclear weapon? Seriously?
Damn right. I won't leave all this unresolved.
How many warheads do you have?
54. From 30 kilos to 100 megatons.
Oh, that's quite an arsenal.
We really do have enough power.
That's an understatement, Doctor. That amount of energy could rip the planet to pieces.
I'm not an idiot. I won't send everything at once. I'm preparing 8 smaller warheads to start with.
And then?
We'll see.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Rahitra?
Listen, Yasna, I know how it must look to you. A hot-headed guy from the Alliance who wants to use nukes. But put yourself in my shoes. I have 24 hours tops of complete situational awareness. I'm taking action here and now based on my best judgment. I don't know what will happen later. Where will I wake up? In what condition? So I'm going to avenge my people before that happens and ensure the safety of those who survived. They all deserve better than this. I know you understand. You're like me. You would do anything for your crew.
I understand, yes. Although it's hard to talk about revenge here. We are dealing with creations of necro-evolution. Dead evolution. And probably non-sentient ones. Taking revenge on the Cloud is like...
Whipping the ocean for sinking a ship?
Exactly. Like Xerxes. That's why I would consider this problem in the category of neutralization. Not vengeance. After all, nothing guarantees the flies will stay on Regis 3 if they continue to evolve.
Wait a minute, Doctor. Even if they were to master space navigation, wouldn't it take hundreds of thousands of years?
Millions of years, even, considering the evolutionary timeline. However, they could threaten humanity much sooner, by sheer chance.
Not a chance I'm willing to take.
Let's not overreact. If we factor in sheer chance, we might as well get killed by a meteor.
No, Novik. It's not a meteor or an ocean or a storm. They don't hunt or degrade or cripple you mentally.
You, Rahitra, are still reasoning as though we were standing face to face with a thinking opponent. What if these beings are not our enemy at all?
Oh, good one. Are you forgetting how many of us they've already killed?
I will never forget, Rahitra. Still, I can't help feeling that they operate without any strategic plan. They attack from one incident to another. They're non-sentient, as the doctor put it.
So what, they're stupid? And that's why they can't be hostile? It's absolute nonsense.
Well, it could be.
They're not stupid or hostile, but rather programmed to react. To radio waves, to brain waves.
How?
They're breaking down communications to thwart the exchange of information.
So... they see no difference between a man and a machine? They take our brains for transmitters. That's why they're attacking us?
Exactly.
Wait, what species are you talking about?
Dr. Yasna found various traces of conflict, lasting for hundreds of thousands of generations.
Oh, they certainly competed with the local fauna. We've seen fish that evolved to sense electromagnetic fields. And underground, I found fossils of lizard-like reptiles. Some of them must have been predatory.
Well, I find it hard to believe that any prehistoric reptiles would possess our level of technology, not to mention an arsenal.
They wouldn't have. But there were other machines here as well.
Other machines? I don't buy it. It's like some robot fables.
No, Rachel, these are no fables. We have gathered evidence for all this.
How did these machines even get here? Who built them?
Probably some alien race. Highly evolved. It all adds up if we assume they crashed on Regis 3. But not even a single living organism survived the accident. Only machines were left.
And then what? They started bashing in each other's tin heads? Doesn't make much sense to me. Machines don't have emotions. They don't argue.
First things first. Millions of years ago, some highly advanced race sent machines to Regis 3. And these were specialized homeostatic mechanisms, left with no one to command them. As an engineer, you know well how it is. A robot does what it needs to do, whether it serves someone or not. At first, they probably just repaired themselves, or built a home for their dead masters.
Until something forced them to change.
Exactly. Certain types of predator eat anything that moves. So I'm betting they were attacked by local fauna. The key was that these machines had the ability to produce others as needed. To combat, say, flying reptiles, they started producing flying machines.
That still doesn't explain why they started fighting among themselves. Since they already defeated the living organisms, why keep producing themselves?
What is a guiding principle of a homeostat? To survive. Apparently the machines pose a threat to one another. They use the same source of energy to function. A common, finite resource.
Okay, but why did some flies survive this? Not something bigger, better.
The way I see it, they were better. The best. In necroevolution, the bots that used up the fewest resources won. So they miniaturized, or became sedentary. The former process gave rise to the cloud. The latter started this bizarre genre of metal structures, resembling vegetation, which formed the city.
And they're still growing?
No. They lost the fight for survival, and now they're just rusting remnants. Only one form survived. The flying microbots that conquered all land areas on Regis 3.
So these flies were just the best adapted.
To the conditions of this planet? Yes, that's how it works.
So, to summarize, some alien race sent advanced robots to Regis 3. The local dinosaur-like monsters tried to eat them, so the robots produced other robots, which produced more and more robots, until they fell victim to their own overproduction. After a number of iterations and wars for resources, they spat out the murderous cloud, which took over the planet.
Indeed. To put it simply.
For me, the matter is perfectly clear. Makes no sense to bomb these creatures. I'll even say it's a greater danger to us than to them.
But how else do you imagine defeating the cloud?
Well, that's the thing. I don't. It's invincible. Yes, sir, do you agree?
Well?
Yeah, I very much agree. Another attack would make no difference. Just a few flies are enough for the cloud to regenerate.
What if we destroy their nests?
No, Ritra. Unless we want to destroy the entire planet, it's impossible to eliminate them all. And even then, there's no guarantee they would die in space. After all, the flies need no air, water, or food. Only solar energy.
But what else could we do, if not attack?
We can leave this place and never come back.
How so? Your commander will swoop down from orbit and pick us up? Or do you have an extra ship up your sleeve?
Afraid none of these.
I was thinking about a saucer, or some other vehicle from the Condor.
Don't count on it, Yasna. It's a miracle we arrived on that wreck of a saucer. Nothing else flies around here, I checked. Let's drop it, all right? Further discussion is pointless. The charges are almost ready.
Rahitra, for fuck's sake, be reasonable.
You won't stand down, will you?
An escalatory solution won't work. Will only needlessly draw the cloud's attention. And I won't have you endanger my subordinate.
Oh, good one. I wasn't the one who sent her to the surface of this shithole of a planet.
Yes, I admit. Rahitra over.
He won't answer you, sir. Not anymore.
Oh. Did you neutralize him?
I put him to sleep. It's cruel, I know. He will forget everything. All over again.
No, you did the right thing. He wasn't listening to reason. He would have blown everything up. Most likely along with the both of you.
I'll send a message to the Invincible. A short report on the status of the crew, and on our discoveries.
You should also introduce yourself as a member of the Commonwealth. It's better not to hide it. It'll only arouse suspicion.
Yes, that's what I'll do. So, all we can do now is...
Yes, indeed, Doctor. Yes, sir. It was truly an honor. I'm having a hard time finding the right words.
I know I couldn't keep my mouth shut. Sometimes. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm extremely grateful to you. You could have flown away so many times, yet you stayed with me until the end. Thank you.
You shouldn't thank me. It was my bounden duty as commander. My only regret is that I couldn't do more. And that some decisions...
Please don't blame yourself anymore. There's no point. Now Koval needs you. Understood?
Yes, Mom.
Have a safe journey, Novik.
Thank you, yes, sir. And... see you soon. Over and out.
Finally. It's them. They're switching through the channels.
To all units in the perimeter, this is the Chief Navigator of the USDA Invincible Cruiser. We're preparing to land on Region 3. Call code Sierra Alpha Romeo. Estimated time of approach, T-minus 20.
Searching for me.
To all units in the perimeter, this is the Chief Navigator of the USDA Invincible Cruiser. Please respond.
Oh, they could slow it down a little.
Alright. Seems no one is answering here. I'll try another channel. To all units in the perimeter, this is the Chief Navigator of the USCA Invincible Cruiser.
Hello, Invincible? It's Condor here.
Oh, Condor, we hear you. I confirm. We picked up your coordinates yesterday with a message from a member of the Interplanetary Commonwealth.
Invincible, I confirm. This is Dr. Yasna, the IC member.
Dr. Yasna, nice to meet you. My name is Rohan. Is it your message that we received?
Yes.
In that case, I'd like a confirmation. Are the rest of the crew still unconscious?
Hey, you.
I confirm.
You. What have you done?